Hi, I'm Brent. Today we've got a video update on the latest model Subaru STi, which is actually Project 32 from Whiteline, which is their global development car, MY15, STi 6-speed transmission, the 2.5 litre latest generation engine. Remember, this is different to the WRX in a similar chassis, the VA chassis. WRX has the 2 litre direct injection engine with the turbo underneath. The STi MY15 and MY16 still has the classic 2.5 litre engine with the single scroll turbo, top mounted intercooler, STi style, and all the other fruit which has been coming out for quite a few years now. So what we've done today is we've done our XA power kit, which is the maximum reliable power we can deliver with no other mechanical modifications. And you'll see, I'll get my cameraman to come in the engine bay. We're still running the factory standard air intake because that doesn't restrict any inlet performance with a factory original engine. Unless you're doing a big engine upgrade, that airbox is not worth changing at all because there is no power to be gained. Original factory turbo, so it's got really good on-boost control, mid-range torque, and still pulls good power at high RPM. Original factory intercooler, which on this particular model is a little bit thicker than the original model from last year. And of course, twin cam heads on either side, variable cam control, inlet and exhaust, electronic throttle, all the other fruit. So one of the things that we want to do on this particular car, this car in conjunction with Whitelines' recent sponsorship of Andy Forrest coming over from the UK in his highly modified GCA, it's going to be used for some R&D as well as some test laps at World Time Attack in coming weeks. And from our point of view, what they wanted us to do was make sure the car was reliably tuned for track use. We do know this model just has some concerns and weaknesses with the original piston design, so you want to keep that in mind no matter where you are in the world tuning and modifying this car, because that is one of the inherent weaknesses depending on how hard you want to push the engine. So with the XA power kit, like all our power kits on these models, it comes with our new car factory warranty guarantee. So of course you can have your cake and eat it. You can modify your car, still have the peace of mind knowing that you've got the same warranty should the car be mechanically standard. And you want to keep in mind who you choose to modify your car where you are in your world, and also check with your local distributor whether it's a Mazda, Mitsubishi, Subaru, Toyota 86 or any of those, because different distributors around the world have different terms and conditions for their warranty. The warranty varies in length from time to kilometres, and of course it also is affected dramatically by modifications. Here in Australia, Subaru quite rightfully are pretty strict on their warranty terms and conditions, because it's hard for them to know whether a blow-off valve or a major engine modification is going to affect a drivetrain failure or any other internal engine mods depending on what you choose to do. So the line in the sand is zero modifications at all if it is related to the mechanical part of the car. Of course, if you change your wiper blades, it's not going to affect your engine reliability, and I doubt Subaru would knock you back under warranty if you had an engine problem. But I digress. The important thing today is to make sure that you understand this particular car, with its original factory mechanical parts, it forms the basis of Whiteline's R&D project. They're doing a lot of work on their suspension improvements on these cars moving forward, and of course we know these parts are available from all over the world, and we've been involved with them for a long time because they are certainly one of the chosen upgrades when you want to improve, of course, your Subaru, your Mazda, Mitsubishi, Evo, and all those other model cars. And there's a really good update that you can get off their website. So this particular car, that you probably want to understand what we've achieved, and I'll show you on the dyno graph. I'll load a better quality one, but factory standard, the light green line is this one here, and the car, you'll notice it climbs in power, peaks power around 5200 RPM, and then it sort of flatlines. And the torque is what makes a car quick. So the torque comes on and peaks at around 3200 RPM, and then it falls off, and it follows the same delivery curve as far as power. Then you'll notice it falls off up here, because frankly the engine just can't flow the gas to keep up with the engine RPM to maintain power, which is why most cars have a power and a torque curve like that. So of course you can see here, factory standard blue line is there, increased power and torque, the torque which is the blue line here. So we go from here at about 365 Newton meters up to a peak torque of say 415 Newton meters, and then it slowly falls off as you increase the revs. Everybody wants to know what a power figure is you can achieve with these cars, measured on a Dynapack dyno accurately at the hubs. So you can see here, factory standard is this light green, peak power with no mechanical mods at all, 5400 RPM, say around 200 kilowatts measured at the wheels on a Dynapack dyno, and it slowly falls off at the end. So it's this part of the graph here which makes the car move quick. It's not power that makes the car quick, it's torque. Torque is what wins races, power is what wins arguments. So if you're looking for a reliable improvement in your STi, that forms a really good basis of what you could expect, give or take 10% depending on the fuel, the ambient conditions, the dyno you're testing it on. If you're testing on a rolling road dyno, of course, the power figures are going to be a little bit less, because we all know that a rolling road dyno is not as accurate because it's got a dampening effect on the rollers. You've got the interface with the tyres, and that is why the power at the engine measured by the manufacturer is different to the power measured at the wheels on a rolling road dyno, or a little bit less, but not such a big difference with a Dynapack dyno measured at the hubs, because you've got less losses. So there you have it. If you're looking for some improvements, custom tune on the factory ECU, which you'll get an update with race-run features such as flat foot shifting, launch control, engine blip on down change. Of course, with an STi model, you've got the factory standard SI drive, so you can change from sport sharp, from normal mode all the way to sport mode or anything in between, and you will feel a noticeable difference in both performance and power. But then, of course, you've got more upgrades from then. You're going to the XB or the XC power kits when you start modifying intercoolers, exhaust systems, and other mechanical mods. One last thing I will point out, you can do a Flexfuel upgrade on this car, so you can put any type of E85 in the tank all the way down to 98, let it mix in the tank, and use a Flexfuel sensor integrated with the factory ECU, which will then give you more power and torque when you've got a full tank of E85. But if you run out and you can't get to a service station that offers E85, you can top it off or put 98 back in it. The sensor in the engine bay will detect it, it'll send a signal to the ECU, and the ECU will self-calibrate and change your engine settings, and of course your performance. So there you have it, some really good upgrades. Watch some more information on this car as Whiteline load it to their website. There's some really good improvements coming with their R&D. And of course, if you want to understand what can be improved from a suspension upgrade, go to their drop-down menu off their website as well. But for more information on our power kits or any other suspension and brake upgrades, you can follow us at MRT Performance. There's a link at the bottom of this video that you'll find handy to our Facebook page with a whole heap of still photos of this car. And of course, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. But for now, I'm Brent Middleton. No matter where you are in the world, I really hope this has helped you learn more about your car. Thanks for watching.